Hello, I'm the Ferry, and you're watching Underground YGO with Spidey and Kisame.
So, this is a Q&A video. This is what our Q&A 17, 18.
I believe so.
Yeah, somewhere around there. We do these maybe once every couple months or so where we ask you guys to ask us questions and then we give you guys the feedback. So, this is, I know you guys ask us for a podcast. This is the closest you'll get to it. Jumping into it, the first question says, hey, just got back into the game with domain format. I remember your old Six Path to Pain video challenge, and that's how I found y'all again. Needless to say, I'm very excited for y'all. Do you plan to make any content surrounding the domain format?
What's the domain format?
I don't know.
I don't know
I
what
thought
that,
you would know.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I might use that one. Like, I'm something.
Inform me.
Yeah, now we got a question for you. Yeah. So now this is like F, marry, kill. Yeah, F, marry, kill. You have. I'm sorry because I'm like, what he put down there was crazy, but also his name made me think, who is this? His name is Metal Man Unlimited X Blade. Is that somebody you know? Because whenever somebody has unlimited in there, I'm like, who are you? What's going on here? Is this some type of joke? But yeah, F, marry, kill, performer foul, bot, eyes, lizard, Hannibal Lecter, or John.
Wait, who was the first one?
Performer pal, blue eye, bot, eyes, lizard.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. Y'all is that?
I thought the person was talking Yu-Gi-Oh first.
I thought so too. I didn't understand. You told me to ask us anything. So now they ask us things that I have no idea. Performer pal, bot, eyes, lizard. Let's look them up. We have a laptop in front of us. Looks like Barney. He looks like Barney.
Show me the.
This one?
Yeah.
He looks like Barney.
Alright,
So basically you have Barney, Hannibal Lecter, and whoever John is. I'm killing John because I don't know who they're referencing.
I could see myself marrying Hannibal Lecter. He's a very analytical person. I could appreciate, and he also likes fine things. Like, I mean, as long as you're not eating me, I mean, you're.
I think he would take out the trash. That's what he's gonna care about. So then you're gonna have sex with Barney. Barney the performing foul dinosaur.
Just like I guess humping the stuff down.
I guess that's what having sex with you feels like. Spidey, did you know you sound exactly like Walter Emmanuel Jones, aka the Black Ranger? Which is funny enough because I'm wearing the Black Ranger clothing. I don't think I sound like him at all.
I didn't really like.
I watched Power Rangers growing up. I don't remember that guy having a distinct voice. People have told me I sound like a bunch of people. I get this a lot.
You sound like a black person.
Yeah, you sound like this other black person I'm thinking of.
Have you ever been compared to sound like a white person?
No.
That'd be funny.
I haven't gotten the you talk so proper. I haven't gotten that, thankfully. I've gotten the you look like I did a podcast recently and it went viral a little bit and then people in there said I look like this rapper called Big Sean. It was like, you look like a short version of Big Sean, so they've been calling me Big Little Sean. What's up, Big Little Sean? Hey, come on, what's going on, people? Does Spidey like Five God Dragon? No.
You don't?
Not at all. I used to play it. It's like this Dragon's Mirror. Summoned it back in the day. What is a deck that you've played that you have put much work into or spent much time learning, even if it would not be the best deck? My examples would be Ritual Beast. Oh, that's his example. So what's yours?
I probably would say Constellas and Guardians. I like Guardians, and Guardians takes a lot of skill, but I feel like the deck's trash, but I like it anyway.
I think over the years, the archetype deck that I put the most time into that I know wasn't good or ever really meta relevant would have been Harpies.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've worked with a lot of decks, and I think at every time those decks have always either been relevant or got relevant or meta and then went down, up and down. Mm-hmm. But Harpies to me were never, ever relevant, and I still stuck by them. Can you bring back the Six Path to Pain challenge in the Master Duel format?
So the thing is with people always bring back the Six Path to Pain challenge and they want to see it come back, but it's ironic because it's every time they do the Six Path to Pain challenge, it doesn't do well, and that's why I always end up cutting it. So, I don't know, tell your friends, tell your family, and click the video 1,000 times, and then, maybe it'll stick around. But it's like, every single time when I upload it, like, it did very, like, below average usually. Mm-hmm. And it took a lot of work, because, you had to hit up people, schedule days, and then you got to record the games, and upload the games, and do, like, video, recording of it, and slap it all together. It took time, and me doing with all little silly things like game over, and showing them like going through each round, like it's time consuming. So it's like if it doesn't do at least as good as a simple rant video, I don't see why.
Why would you want to continue it? I think that if you do it, or like those type of videos, or like the videos that don't do so well, those aren't going to be like those monthly topic type of videos. Like we might do those once every blue moon type of thing, like when we feel like it, versus doing them every so often. Like every time we record, like, all right, we got to do this segment, like, like segments like those can wait. Mm-hmm. We'll do it at our leisure. When he's like, oh, I got nothing else, I'll do this when I feel like it, because I know it may not perform well. The next question was, can y'all do a podcast or maybe even longer videos? In every video, there's always a joke that's really funny, but the shorter videos are harder to listen to at work. First of all, you should not be listening to us at work. We will get you fired. I think the things that we say and do in videos are not worker friendly.
They're not PC.
Yeah, not at all. We try to edit it to be a little bit more PC, to be more advertiser friendly, but I also think that maybe if we start like a Patreon, we can start giving them the unfiltered, real versions of us.
Oh my god.
Because as unfiltered as we come off, we are filtered. We do filter ourselves for the format, for YouTube. But I feel like we was really just saying, woo. Next question says, that's a nice apartment, gay man. Also, what's your opinion on battling boxes?
Did Reggie write that?
Is that Reggie?
No. The apartment is very nice. I very much like it. Wow! And battling boxes, how dare you? I said it in the video. Everyone asks boring ass questions. And I said, don't ask battling boxing questions. And you asked it anyway. Now I'm mad. I'm getting up.
You don't like me when I get up.
You won't like me when I eat.
This question I dreaded on answering. Spidey, has anybody ever pressed you for letting Kisame say the N-word in your older content? And Kisame, has anybody ever pressed you about saying the N-word on the channel personally?
No, everyone loves it.
They come up to me and say, what up, Marty? Well, I'm on it.
Oh my god, that takes me back. Oh my god. Imagine if that was your first introduction to me saying it to you. It was like I was at
in John Ashton?
No, I was gonna say in Chinatown with you, and I said it out of nowhere. I was just like, what's up? That was probably the first time I actually did say it, because I said it in that context.
I feel like you said it before that. And nobody's ever pressed you about it. Nobody's ever pressed me about it, but I think
it's, to be fair, it's like, obviously I'm not black, but like my logic is, I think it's
growing up in New York is different.
Well, to me, I also think it's in the context of how it's said. Like I said, I'm not black, but like, I feel like as long as you're not saying it to be malicious.
As long as he's not calling me one. Then
as long as I say sup nigga instead do it nigga.
As long as I say it on camera, we know it's for entertainment. Versus if I said it off camera, then there's no reason for me to be saying that.
We don't need this on anymore.
That's true, and I should have cut the other thing off too. I'll do that.
So has anyone pressed you about it?
No, nobody's ever pressed me about it or even asked me about it. But I do feel like if I ever become more famous, that this would be like, look what I found! Cancel him! And I'm gonna join that trend. I'm like, cancel that white guy. Why was he saying that?
And then you're gonna be like knocking on my door. It's like, okay, fill some more.
Let's do it. Say it again.
Do it.
This time I'm gonna get a microphone. Say directly. Has there ever been a time where one of you genuinely upset the other, and what was it about?
I don't think I ever had a moment where I feel like you ever upsetted me. I'm trying to really think. I've known this man for 2/3 of my life, and I feel like
going on 20 years.
Yeah, so it's like I'm really trying to really sit down and think of like you ever. I mean, maybe at times maybe you were like distant, and I wanted just to, I guess, like
but not upset.
Yeah.
There's never been a time we've like yelled at each other.
No.
We've never been in that type. I'm not that type of friend. Not to say like I'm not non-confrontational. It's just more or less of like, it's just not my personality to be like, oh, you're gonna yell at each other and like, because like that's not my approach.
You're disrespecting me, bro.
Yeah, like no.
Fucking know your place.
Even like during the times when we like weren't on the channel together, or like when we split up, it wasn't even like an argument. It was more of like a discussion because like that's kind of how we always address issues.
Like civil adults.
Yeah, like civil adults who respect each other. So it's not like, you know, you're not saying anything to hurt me. I never believe you're saying anything to hurt my feelings outside of the tar baby. But
You said it first.
And you know the rules. If you say it on camera, I can say it at family reunions. You just say it, I can do it. The next question is, do you always do a Q&A video when you run out of video ideas?
Honestly, yes. I'm not even gonna lie. Honestly, yes.
I think it's something, I think it's healthy.
Called it.
No. I think it's a healthy thing that we do for our channel where they kind of get like a peek behind the scenes where we get to talk more casually amongst each other. And a lot of people, they request a podcast from us, and it makes me feel like our longer form conversations that we used to do with those phone calls that we used to say that should have been recorded. I think it falls into that.
Okay.
Would either of you be interested in voice acting at some point in the future? I asked, you've done the Destiny series in the past, and it's always amusing. Either of you do your John voice or the dumb hater comment voice.
I mean, we have done voice acting
I think
before.
that's, yeah, that they may not know that. I know we talk about it a lot, but like there's a, I think if you go to my channel, it might be in the channel section. We used to do a Pokemon Abridged series because that's kind of like another of the foundation of our friendship was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. Mm-hmm. So like, yeah, we met because of Yu-Gi-Oh! But then when Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series was a thing with YouTube, that was more like a reason to be like, oh my god, we watched that, and then we started doing our own Abridged series, Pokemon Abridged, what we called it Pokemon, P-O-K-A-Y-M-O-N.
Don't have people find that.
No, because it was our voice. I know, because you couldn't read scripts. You wrote scripts and couldn't even read them, but so his voice acting was always like, I'm reading words. And me, I wasn't as talented as, you know, I wasn't as experienced or have like a vocal range because we were still going through puberty, which is hilarious to think about, voice acting while going through puberty.
Yeah.
It's also pretty funny. But I think that now in our older ages, we kind of have certain voices locked down. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who follow me on other social medias, like, I know you may not notice. So on Twitter, they have this thing called Twitter Spaces, where it's basically like a room that somebody can open up and people can join in and you invite them on stage. It's kind of like a conference call.
Is that like where you like pop the balloons?
No.
No. Shit.
It's like a conference call amongst people. And, you know, people do that. It's kind of like a podcast in a way. It's like a podcast conference call type of thing.
My anxiety could never.
And mind you, when I first started going in there, I go in mainly, I'm Danny from the Stop Room. He does a channel based on, he's a reaction YouTuber. And I started going into his rooms, and then like I'm listening to the people that go up there and talk, and then I started going up there and talking. Then I started mocking the people that he lets on stage.
Okay.
So I started doing their voices, and they're like, "Oh, this guy does it like impersonations." I'm like, "No, I don't." But
I was like, "Fuck him with people."
Exactly. So I think our experience in that is how we could do the John voice, the dumb hater commenter voice type of thing, because we do it anyway. Mm-hmm. You have a level 8 plan monster.
I love that. I'll never forget, you know what it is? When that happened with you and me, I feel like my favorite was he was talking, I think, to me directly.
And I was behind him.
And I literally just turned to you and looked at you. And you and me were like looking at each other. And we were just like we knew that the moment that motherfucker turned.
As soon as you get away 6 feet away from us, we are going to bust out laughing.
Because it was one of those things, like, it's that, like, it's like that direct eye
those
contact.
memes of where they be like, you and your best friend in the classroom, when you know you're not supposed to laugh, and you like look at each other and go, look like Anthony Mackie. The next question says, how is your current relationship with your family, Kisame?
I actually have a very bad relationship with my family. And it's not like, you know, because most people are like...
Stop for content!
You know what it is? A lot of people be like, oh my god, it's because you're gay, and, you know, like, you know, people probably, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. To be fair, it's just my family are just very grimy people. And they're very, like, they're very big on like using people. They're like very much like, oh, if you could do me a favor and do things for me, you're my best friend. But the moment like you like have like set any boundaries or like you like don't want to do shit for them, then it's basically like you're the devil. And I'm like, my logic is I'm like, I don't expect anything from me. I always just do my own thing and I'm in my own little bubble. And I feel like, you know, I wish you the best. And I would respectfully hope that you would feel the same way about me. But I'm not going to bend over backwards and help you. And I don't expect you to help me. But I would like to be cordial and friendly with you. But, oh, no, you can't do me favors and do all these things for me. So fuck you. So I'm like, all right, fuck you too.
Word. The next question was, what is your favorite engines in Yu-Gi-Oh? He really like the guy who commented says he likes the Goblin Biker engine. I haven't tried that yet.
I think my favorite engine that I think I've ever used that I liked was I was a big fan of like the Clown Blade Brilliant Fusion engine back in the day.
I remember like Fire Hand and
Ice Hand. They were nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like another like engine because I wouldn't really count them as an engine. They were kind of small. I don't know.
It's just funny because I know you guys can't see it, but the way he's sitting, his legs are just going.
Oh, me?
As he's thinking, oh, I don't know.
I'm like,
I do like he commented things
I
with
feel
right.
awkward.
Now you made me self-conscious.
No,
Now I can't dance.
Boo.
No, he commented the Fiendsmith engine. I think right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is the best engine. You can put that into any deck, especially with the Moon of Close Heaven, Moon Crescent of Close Heaven.
Oh my god, let this card go.
I just think that is... Because I hate feet. I hate feet. No.
I never knew that about you.
I hate feet.
So
You never know you've never seen my feet? You know me for 20 years, you have never seen my feet.
This is where you take off your socks, you like toenails and like fucking like...
Never.
It's like a completely different color.
Feet throwing up gang signs.
It's like, wow, those are pretty. You see, I'm the type where it's like, I have no issue with feet.
So I'm gonna go to beaches.
See, for me, it's like, I'm the type where it's like, I have no issue with my feet. The only thing I don't like is, I don't like the idea of someone touching my feet. As long as you don't touch my feet, I don't care.
I hate feet. Yeah, Fiendsmith is pretty cool as an engine. I think you can splash them in anything with that Moon or Close Heaven will all takes to affect monsters. So it's like, you can take any deck that isn't even, like, it doesn't even seem like it's related to Fiendsmith, but Fiendsmith is so efficient with one-card engines. Like, it helps you thin out the deck. It helps you get really good boss monsters on the field for the cost of one card from your action deck. It doesn't even take up that much space in your action deck. It takes up literally 3 to 4 spaces, so it's not even like a third of it. So it's, like, pretty good. And it's worth it, too, because it has a negator, it has cards that summon themselves, it has burn effect, like, it has a lot of good stuff that it just... additions to your deck that don't necessarily get in the way of anything. They're not like fire engines where you have to go into Prometheus Queen, where it Promethean Princess, where it inhibits you to only summon fire monsters. So it's like it's a pretty good engine that doesn't give you any restrictions like, oh, you can only summon XYZ monsters, you can only link summon for the rest of the like it has none of those restrictions. It's just purely additional.
Okay.
That's why I like that. For now. If Konami started printing cards, would you still play the game via legacy formats? Yeah, I'd probably dabble back and forth. Probably not as consistent as we are now, but yeah, I would like to go back and forth, or just find a format that I like, but I'll only play this format.
I could say that.
Did you and Spidey ever get into a physical and fight each other? No.
We tag teamed and like hit John.
When?
Remember, like I don't know, like we were like I remember like at one point we were like I don't know. I remember we were like I guess like we like took turns like basically trying to like bring him down.
Oh yeah, but that's like for fun. Like he agreed. That was consensual. It wasn't like, oh, we're gonna fight John. No.
But I remember I was like this motherfucker just won't die.
I think like every big.
It would be mad funny. John just went like this to me. Oh. I just felt.
Silly faggot. Never defeat me.
They're like, silly faggot. Tricks of again.
Now give me a booty.
Bend over.
Touch your toe.
Swingity swang.
Doodle Brown.
Do a barrel.
As an OG viewer, I will bring this question back just to piss Evan off. Kisame, how come you guys don't hug?
You know, I mean, to be fair, I tried to hug you in like a very emotional moment, and you were like,
Yeah, I'm not a hugger. I didn't grow up in that type of household.
I mean, neither have I, but you could change.
Absolutely, for the right people. Can we ask old questions? No barrel.
I don't want to film with you anymore. Look at this. Look at all the videos. See how much I'm smiling and have a good time? And you. Look at you up there. Angry.
Because of the views.
I thought we were more than just views. Nope.
Not at all. Kisame, oh shit. Kisame, what monsters of each mechanic would you cheat would you cheat on your husband with? Like if you had to pick a monster from like Synchro, XYZ, Link.
I wouldn't, because I love my husband.
That's right. He's right over there.
He's chilling playing video games. Like the good man he is.
The next question said, Spidey, what monsters of each mechanic would you date? What monster would I date from each from each mechanic? I just don't. I've never been that guy. I've never been the.
I would date like all the different versions of like
percentages
of like Summon Skull.
No, I don't. I just never.
I love a bony man.
Nasty, and even the cards that are
you want a bony woman. You were like, I ain't dating no fat chick. So then, like, what's the opposite of that? Summon Skull. Summon Skull, my nigga. Summon Skull.
You ain't some skull. Dome. You want some dome money? No. The next question says, when's the Can We Not podcast coming back? Spoiler alert. Never. What happened to your old Pokemon Rainbow Badge channel with Yamo?
You know, I tried to find it and I couldn't find it. I tried to look through the archives and for whatever reason it's like buried to time. I don't know where it is.
As in like the email for it? Or
both.
Like
I can't even find a video of it. And I tried looking it up many times, and I'm like, because I kind of just wanted to see me and Michael on camera just being stupid, and it's like I can't find it. So I was like, but I mean, hey, you seem to remember. Maybe you
send me the link.
Yes, send me the link if you have it.
You know what's funny? It kind of goes back into like the whole why my channel name is Spidey24. I remember I had this other channel where you were gonna be Kisame Unlimited, and then I had my channel Spidiness Unlimited, and I still had that channel until I found the video from it from so long ago, and I can't log into it because I don't have the email.
Sometimes when I go on your channel, I see like the movie reviews and shit. I'm like,
how old? Yeah.
I think it was like the Inception one.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's when the Spidey's Unlimited. Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Well, we just walked out of the theater and was like,
the fuck was that?
Where we just had a camera, point, and shoot. Yo, sit down. Let's do this video.
Well, like, what do you think?
Yeah. I think that you're spoiling it. No, I just think we walked on the beach. Oh, come on, dude. What the hell? Never mind.
And me, I'm like, it made no sense. I was just like, I think the film was really nice.
Nah, you was like that for a lot of years. When we gave you rules, you never listened. I'm doing what I want anyway.
I don't constrict to gender norms.
Diva Man Unlimited. I found my old MySpace.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to find mine. I think mine's gone.
It's because in 2012 or 2014 they lost all their data. So anything they had like a data hack and they wiped their servers. So anything that predates 2012 is gone. So the profile will still be there, but none of your pictures and nothing like that will be there. So I found mine because I was looking for old music that I used to have on that channel, and I finally found it. And I had to like go through the old emails that I had back then. And
you know, like I forgot, like I think like Reggie and me did this one where we did like the YouTube like time travel thing, and I saw like what Kisame Unlimited looked like back in like and you see like I want to say like a playlist of like my music and stuff, and I'm like I went back, I'm like, I don't remember this song. And then I started listening. I'm like, oh my God. I love that.
Yeah,
that was mad fun.
That was super fun. Because even when I was going my old I saw like I had Skillet in there, 1,000-Foot Crunch in there. I was like, yeah! It's all fucking fire. What did you say? Yeah. Also, would either of you be open to longer form content together, like streams of you two going off playing games, or maybe a podcast? Maybe
I'll say this to you guys. Now, the one issue with me and him is that me and Spidey
would love to give back.
Me and Spidey do not live near each other. So usually what me and Spidey will do is me and Spidey will usually get together. We will film about, like, we'll both, like, write, like, maybe about, like, maybe, like, 5, 6, 7 videos if we are having a crazy amount of time. And then we'll individually film our videos and we'll kind of space them out for, like, the time span of, like, a month to 2 month period. Now, that's because, like I said, you know, us coming together isn't the easiest thing. And because it's not easy, we try to, you know, that's why we give, like, one video of his, one video of mine a week. And we kind of, like, have you guys feel like we're, like, consistently around each other when we're actually not. So for us to do a stream or to do longer forms of content would require us to cut back on the amount of videos that you see on a daily basis.
I think that it could be like a, I don't want to say Patreon, because I'm like, you can't do a live stream Patreon, but it would have to be remote. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we would have to do something where we would call each other and it would be like a video call or something that we wouldn't have to be like right here, like sitting next to each other, like face to face.
Because I would love to do, imagine, I would love to do stuff like that with you. I'm thinking about it, but not be Yu-Gi-Oh based. Like it could be, because mind you, it would be more like a behind the paywall, so it doesn't have to be Yu-Gi-Oh based. Like I would love to see us like playing Pokemon, but like giving each other challenges, while or like one person doing commentary of like, you got to catch that Pokemon.
How about I go on Pokemon Go right now and you give me another Pokemon that I need for my Pokedex?
Like Relican?
You won't give it to me.
Never.
He has a Relican.
Never.
And it's the last Pokemon I need in Hoenn. And because you were...
Go travel then. Go get one there.
You cheated.
I cheated.
You cheated and got it.
I didn't. I called it fair and square, and I bought you a nice birthday gift about Pokemon Go. How dare you out me on camera? Throw these false accusations on my character. You trying to get me banned or something? What's up with you, man? You been acting different.
You a sick nigga.
In terms of legacy, who has grown more favorably in your opinion, Cyber Dragons or Ancient Gears?
Cyber Dragons, 100%.
I had to really look while I was sitting here doing a questions and answers video.
You're my friend.
you couldn't think of nothing. You had nothing.
All right, yeah, let's
Finally, we can go back to the thing we came here to do. It's 4 o'clock.
Oh, bye.
Are you guys still gonna upload at end of the year duels? I think that would be behind the paywall.
I like doing that, but it's like it's kind of weird because it's like the formats are not like how they used to be, so it's hard to like be like where we know when it's gonna end.
Yeah, I wish they would give us those dates like they used to.
Yeah.
But I'm not
opposed to it. I genuinely like doing them in the format battles. They also had a nice ring to them.
Yes.
I like that.
Yes, and also I think maybe if we do it to the end of the year or into the format, that could be stuff we could put behind the paywall as well.
Okay.
He asked also how is the person that we don't talk about anymore, so I'm going to skip over that question. I just want you to know that I'm skipping over the question. Just don't ask it.
I said that they could ask us whatever they want.
I know, and I should have came in and clarified. Not anything. Questions about this and that are off the table. I will not dignify them. 2 questions. Do you still have Larry? No. I mean, was it still at the house?
He's probably at the house somewhere. But last time I think we were in the garage, he was gone.
And what decks do you immediately judge a player on? Like if somebody's playing stun, chain burn, do you immediately think they're a dick? Ooh.
Makenkos. I think you're a dick. The moment I see Makenkos, you're an asshole.
Makenkos, Labyrinth, Trap Tricks, Tenpai,
You're like giving a whole fucking roster.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of decks. I can say that for top 10. Top 10 decks that I judge. that I judge you on. Spidey, Kisame, what are some nice things that you guys collect or want to collect, and why?
I collect.
Oh, let me do this for the video.
I collect fine china.
Yeah.
I have that. I collect, obviously my rare cards. I collect autographs. I collect. You can see right behind me. I collect. I collect a lot of DVDs and box sets of shows that I like. So I have that over there. I had those Pokeballs. Those are from like I think like the Wonder Collection or Noble. I like those. I'm pretty caked up.
That's so nasty.
What?
You not caked up, skinny bone man.
You know what they say? Thick thighs make that dick rise.
I didn't know people said that, but I wish they stopped. Yeah, we did that question. Spidey Kisame, what are some nice things that you guys collect? Oh, didn't I say that already?
Yes, bro.
Sorry.
You literally went around the whole apartment just to make that
Is
point.
Grandma still with us? Her
Neither
very
of them
red
are.
blue eyes. White dragon lives on within our hearts. Yeah, I guess so. They have to live within our hearts. Yeah, my grandmother passed away in January. Well, December actually. So we recorded in January, kind of like right after that had happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to do some more, trying to get the grief out and just distract myself. But then he said, "I'm sick, my asshole hurts." So I had to stay home and be sad for that long. Thanks, buddy.
Listen, I have ulcerative colitis. It's not that easy.
Just summon it. It sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. just put him face down.
It requires a lot of medication, ritual spell cards that I can't afford.
Send him to the grave. What happened to Discord servers and what happened to your Could This Be Meta server? Be honest with you, I have not checked the Discord.
I never was able to get on it in the first
I
place.
made you a manager. And this
know.
is when we were in the other spot. That's when I made you a manager. And you were like, "Oh, I got access, thanks, man."
I've
And you never checked the
I've
settings.
been a manager once. I don't want to do it again.
I'll be fine with you.
I manage enough. Did I tell you that I got someone fired?
Yes.
Because she like
Yes,
hit me in the
Max,
face.
yes, she attacked you. And you were like, "I will get you fired." And then you told me, like, that was like a week ago. Is she fired now?
Yep.
That just happened?
Mm-hmm.
And you said she's been working it for a really long time. She
Like-
messaged you, "I'm going to fucking kill you."
Because this was me with like all the other supervisors, and then like
I hate you. What happened to your Discord server? Which could be better? What is your least favorite? I'm gonna recheck the Discord servers. I remember before people commented like the invite link wasn't working, and I changed it, and people still like, "Oh, it's not working." Like, every time I change it, then I click it, it works for me. I'm like, why does it work for y'all? Like, what's going on? It would be working for me. So
I was saying to my other coworkers, I was basically saying like when I got her fired. Because like I had to like, because I was with her in the union room, like while like because we have a union, so it's like I had to sit there with the union and her, and like I had like my written statement, I gave like my verbal like thing, and then like right when they like because the union talked to me privately, and they were like, it was like a joke, and I was literally like, on camera, was I laughing? Like I flat out was like I didn't find that funny. The level of big words that I have said in that meeting, I was basically like, I basically was playing off like this thing where it's like, it was extremely unprofessional when you have your fellow associate degrade you and embarrass you. When I was like basically
you
like,
turned into a Karen.
kinda.
Keep going. Tell your story to the camera. I'm getting my water.
Like I'm trying to like cause I literally like, wrote down my written report. Do I have it? No.
It was such an embarrassment that my associate for so many years and somebody who I thought I could consider an actual friend. When you come to work, they say we're like family. But how devastated was I to be assaulted by somebody who I perceived to be never be a threat and harm of my own life.
And then it's funny, then when I saw like my other supervisors that I like run the store with, like I literally looked at them, I was like, she's gone. And I was like,
dude, probably in there. Then they started another group chat without you. He's next. He's dead. He's next.
you're not gonna hit me. You ain't gonna hit me though.
He ain't gonna do shit. We ain't gonna do shit, honey. What was he gonna say? Also, he wanted to know, Orama Orange. So yeah, have you ever made a new archetype with both of you in it? Like create your own archetype? Yeah, we did that. Could this be better? You created villains. No, they aren't the same as evil heroes, but they're like how Superman becomes evil because of the Joker type thing, if you know what I mean. No, yeah, we've done that, and that's why I try to keep the Discord open so you guys can give suggestions because that's kind of like
we're never doing a Could This Be Better. Leave it alone.
You're not. I might want to do one. You do it to the right resources. You update your your computer. It's easier to edit. It's it's not as much of a hassle, and it kind of makes things easier, so it's not as big as an issue anymore. But moving on up, Kisame Unlimited. Where is your Kisame First Edition. I
Um,
love your videos. Your guys' friendship is so genuine. It's perfect.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I'll overlook the first edition comment.
Somebody said he's in a sleeve. First edition's in a sleeve. He's locked away. He's going to be sold one day. He's a collectible.
He's a collectible.
Question for you both. During your top 5 anime exclusive decks, when Kisame's grandmother yelled help in the background.
I love that. I love that one. And then I literally, my team was like, I'm dying. And then you were just like, did we do anything? And I was like, no. Honey, why would we do something? Let her.
That was on camera too? I know the her you saying help, but us reacting on me and edit that out?
No. I love that shit. I was like, I'm dying. And then you were genuinely concerned.
I'm like, should we do something? Like, is it okay? Like, do we just keep going?
Yeah.
Time is money. The camera is rolling.
I like that. Time is
It's
money.
Bonus question. Any similar stories to the pizza story that killed me?
No.
You know that. He didn't do that.
My favorite was that, like, that was probably one of my favorite moments because, like, I know deep down I instigated that shit. I started that shit. And I walked away being, like, such a petty fucker. You know what's funny? Knowing me in that moment, I probably got a ride home that day. I was like, you know, like, it's like, yeah, I'll see you later. yeah, suck. And then they showcase what an asshole person I was. I don't know, like, I don't think I ever had, like, a lot of, like, I don't know what good you saw on me, man.
What if I didn't?
Why are you here?
I saw another spirit that I related to. Another evil spirit.
Another evil spirit.
Thank you guys for entertaining me over all the years. Your videos have helped me with depression. With my depression. Thank you. You've helped us with his depression.
I'm actually way more at peace with my depression. I'm more delulu than depressed.
That is very true. But his actual question, because he asked because I put it in time order, so he said thank you at the end. His real question was, do you guys watch TGS anime? He is a great Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes, I do. I do watch it.
Is he the guy that
He reviews a lot of the anime and like the duels and I sit down and I'm like, you know, he breaks apart the duels, he like explains a lot, and I'm like, honestly, like sometimes I like just like rehashing the game and just like sitting down and just like watching it sometimes and having someone just he presents it in a very like I want to say in a very like likable way. So like I'll be able to like watch someone's review at the same time while not hating someone talking.
What dream Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel do you guys want to see? Like Jaden versus Joey, Zane versus Kaiba, Kaiba versus Jack Atlas. Like if you could take 2 characters you wanted them to duel, who would you throw together?
That's a good question.
I would want to see 2 guys who have very similar decks go up against each other. So I'm thinking about the dinosaur guy from GX versus Rex Raptor. I would like to see them go against each other.
Okay. If I could pick somebody that I would like to see duel, I would probably pick like someone like. I feel like we never really ever had a Kaiba Joey duel where Joey won. I would have liked to see like, because you know what it is, like the duel that they had in Battle City felt so robbed because
he got wiped. I just watched that last night again. He got wiped.
But you know what I didn't like about it? Crush Card, because like
that was in the beginning.
Yeah, so it basically like hindered like the whole game. It's like,
yeah, but Joey's an idiot. You knew he had that card. He's been playing it for months at that time. You didn't see that coming. He summoned Saki the Dark Clown. He summoned Ryugishin, I know. But still.
For me, what I don't like about that...
And then you shrink on it. He's you trap cards. You can't use trap cards. Yo, guess what, nigga?
But you know what I don't like? Is like, and I don't like that Kaiba does this. It's like, I like, because this is just like my standard, I like to see someone beaten at their best. And Kaiba doesn't do that. Kaiba, like, breaks you down, and just, but it's like, you don't need to. Because it's like, you use, like, such powerful shit. Who's gonna like be a match for you anyway? Why even break down the opponent like that?
Yeah, you're a hater.
You're a fucking.
Will you ever do the 6 Fathoms Paint? If we answer that question, yes, we'll do that again eventually. Who knows? Do you think the 4th season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX will get dubbed? Nope.
Nope, but I would like it.
Oh, so it never that's probably why I stopped watching it. Cause isn't that like when Supreme King started happening?
Oh please! Don't try to act like that was the defining moment. You didn't know any fucking GX questions.
Yeah, because I stopped watching it very early on. It was like after season 2.
Season 4. There's only 4 seasons.
I thought there was 5.
No.
There's not 5 seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
No.
So there's the introductory season,
which was with the Shadow Riders. The
then
second was Sartorius, then the third was Duel.
So that's why I stopped. Sartorius was my final season of GX. That's why I tapped out.
Well, you didn't know the first 2 seasons anyway, so.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't. You got them all wrong.
No.
Wrong.
I got a question. Has there ever been a time where Evan thought that he was this really hot girl and you told him it was a guy? Oh. Like, a question like, oh, look at that hot girl. He was like, actually, dude, that's a dude. No.
No.
I'm pretty good on picking up on that. I know. If I have to question if it's a guy, it's a guy. Even if it's not. Yeah, even if it's not, guess what, buddy? You just won the guy award. You're a guy in my brain. If I have to, why would I be attracted to something I'd have to question? But, which Yu-Gi-Oh crossover you want to see? For me, mine is Yu-Gi-Oh Cobra Kai, Yu-Gi-Oh Pro Wrestling, or like Yu-Gi-Oh Pokemon Digimon. I would love to see Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Wrestling because they're so like dramatic with the way that they talk. I think would make for really good wrestling promos. I would love to see that. You have anything like that?
No.
Here are some questions divided into 2 groups. Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh questions. Jesus. Okay. You've mentioned before that Raphael from the Orichalcos arc is your favorite character.
Yep.
But what's your favorite moment involving him?
It's a good question. I would probably say
when he saves his monsters from touching the graveyard. That's his problem.
I think my favorite moment was there's a scene where I think he takes Guardian Grawl and Backup Gardener off the duel disc, and he shows them to Yugi.
And then see how faded. Yep.
And then he's like, I've played these cards hundreds of times, and no matter that they're falling apart, I will never replace them. I sworn to protect them like they've protected me. And that scene is like engraved in my brain. And
it's funny because when he met me, a lot of my cards were old and worn out. And he's like, why are you playing this stupid? Why don't you just get a new one? So it looks all nice in the sleeve. He's not telling like, don't get rid of it. He's like, yo, just to be playing this kind of like messed up. Get a new version of it. Like even my Raw was like falling apart.
Yes.
So, no, I relate to that. Favorite bit of card lore? I don't have any. You don't have any either, do you?
I like the evil swarm, like the steel swarm virus, like affecting like all the other cards, like in the dual tournament world, and making like one of each like into an evil swarm. I like that lore.
What's your favorite character bullshitting their way through to win a game? Mine is Joey.
Bullshitting there.
Joey
I don't know, Noah. Noah's the type where it's like he talked like mad shit and he like was winning. Like, well, he kind of was like half-ass cheating, but it was like I kind of like he was like I'm the best, and then he was just like I win.
I meant like a guy that was like they say like bullshitting hard of the cards, like oh he just top decked. Like your favorite top deck moment. Mine is
probably Raphael like top decking Iatos and the sword.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would go with that.
Mine is probably Joey with Gifford.
Oh, that's such a good one.
If you could sit down and interview Yu-Gi-Oh cards if they came to life, what card would it be? Not counting instead of Pleiades and Celtic Guardian.
Can I interview Celtic Guardian? You're like,
with this guy, man.
Come on, get a fucking restraining order.
Get away from me. No, there's some. I probably want to interview like probably Elemental Hero or something like that.
Oh, can I interview Pet Boss?
Yeah.
It's like, how does it feel to be so rich? How does it feel
to be the baddest bitch?
How does it feel to be mine and for me to be yours?
What would the game need to do in order to make defense mode and defense points relevant aside from archetypes utilizing them like Super Heavy Samurai?
They need to make another Exo Master of Guard structure deck.
They need to make an archetype that is similar to Kashtira Scareclaw, where it can stay in defense mode and attack while in defense mode, but uses defense points as attack points.
No, they should make like a no.
I mean, that's
no,
samurai.
dude, that's fucking stupid. Like, do you even know what you're talking about? No. You know, they said that that's like the one thing that pissed off an Aquarius more than anything is talk to them like they don't know what they're talking about, because Aquarius are like considered the most intelligent sign. So if you talk to them like they
don't know what they're talking.
That like
they get offended.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, what? I used to be like that, but not anymore.
Well, you fucking retarded. No.
No, I get like that only when people like.
Why are you getting defensive, man?
I say that when I continue to engage in the conversation and the person is showing that they're not arguing in good faith.
You know what I'm
so it's
starting
like
to
they're not
notice about
acknowledging my points. What?
I'm starting to notice you're getting wrinkles
I don't have any wrinkles.
under your eyes. You're starting to get like really bad like bags.
No. Like when I smile,
No.
they pop up.
I see it right now.
I don't have bags. My eye's twitching right now, so that's probably what you're noticing. My eye is really twitching right there, but I don't have bags under my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I check.
You're getting old, man.
I don't get bags. You have bags. I don't have bags. You got heavy bags.
You're getting them too.
I don't have them.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm the one closest to the game. You can see my skin is the... Alright, but what is the biggest opinion that you've changed... What's the biggest opinion that you've changed in the last year?
In the last year, I guess this is not Yu-Gi-Oh related.
Yeah, this is the personal question now.
I've learned, I think mine would be that, this is more of a political standpoint, but it would be that some people aren't going to change no matter what. Like, I feel like some people are just going to stick with how they feel and be ignorant no matter what they kind of hear or see. And that's just how people are, and just to kind of like break away and just do your own thing. Because if you stick around people that aren't gonna change or ever try to be better people, and you just see them for just being like how they are, it's just not worth like keeping them around. Is kind of like what I've learned in this year. Because it's like, I've learned that it's just like, I'm tired of seeing the better in people. Like, I always used to try to see the best in people, and now I'm kind of like giving up on that. Because it's like, if certain things, like, I feel like stand out about you that make you like a piece of garbage in my eyes, I feel like I should stick with that. Instead of me trying to convince myself you're not a bad person, I should just accept you for that and just walk away.
I think the biggest opinion that I have had changed within the past year is about making sacrifices for people. Being more intentional about the people I make sacrifices for. I used to feel like once you reach a certain threshold, like everybody doesn't deserve to be in that threshold that I make sacrifices for.
Okay.
So I've had to learn how to just stop doing that. Because it's like almost like a form of people pleasing in a sense. Because like once you're going to get there, I just kind of do that. But no. What's this next thing? He says, between the two of you, who's more likely to get eliminated on America's Got Talent?
Me.
It's you. It's definitely.
For me, you know what it is with me? I'm more like slower base when it comes to like, Spidey is way more like, I want to say like a little quicker than I am. Spidey's also way more like smarter than me. Like, I'm the type where it's like the only thing I think that I have I'm probably like...
Definitely fatter than me.
I'm
probably taller than me.
Yeah, but it's about talent.
Oh.
The fuck?
You're more hungry than me. You can eat more than me.
You know what I think that I have that's probably like when it comes to like, I want to say like, I guess like a talent. I think you would beat me in probably more of like raw talent. But I think I am probably more creative than you, because when I say that, I mean I come up with very unorthodox and very unique.
Abstract.
Like I come up with things that most people never think of. Like I sit on a lot of like random good ideas. I don't ever execute them half the time.
I'm mad patents in my brain. I just don't do them.
But I have them, and I've proven to have them. You okay? I see you slapping.
My head itches.
Mm-hmm. You know how good it's like, oh, yeah.
What's your favorite place you both guys miss filming at or in?
You know, I was actually talking about that with you. I'm probably going to make a top 10 of all our locations we ever filmed. I think my favorite was in the garage when we were filming in the garage.
But which one we were filming? Like when we had the camera at the back, or we had the camera at the side?
The side. I think
that
the side was my favorite.
That was the shift. That was we are in peak under.
I'll say this. So far, I haven't really gotten used to this new level of where we're filming in front of my TV. I haven't really experienced that yet to my finest, so we'll see how that feels. There was something about the garage that felt really good because it was just like we had more freedom to walk around. I think of like the Beyblade joke. I'm thinking about like a lot of things of us going in and out of the garage and just like we had a lot of good moments there.
He wants to know, Spidey, how's the love life? It always seems to come up in Q&A videos, so I have to keep the tradition going. It's non-existent. I got nothing for you.
I'm sure that when we hit Q&A number 32, it's going to be the same fucking question.
Same answer. I got nothing. What was the last thing I said to you about it? Was, there was 3 girls, and I said nothing's going to happen with either of them?
No, the last thing you told me was about the hooker.
That's not the last thing. That's not. You let it go. It was almost a year ago. Let it go.
You bro.
You're so like, I can't believe you would do that. It wasn't my money.
I found it.
It wasn't my money.
I won the lot. My mom gave me the money.
What if somebody sponsored that for you?
Huh?
If you were single, not married, and somebody offered to sponsor that for you. They say, yo, Thomas Decker, I got the money. You can get him.
I'm not into Thomas Decker anymore.
I hate this nigga, man. Does he know how hard my brain had to work to pull that name out of my fucking... I had to like dig into the face. Who is he talking about? I was like, while I was talking, I was like, then I was like, Thomas Decker, he's got him. And he's like, I don't even like him. You little bitch, you're phony.
People, grow out of taste and grow into new taste.
What would you both do on your last day of Earth? I don't know.
I would probably sit home, do nothing, and I'd probably just zone out, listen to music, and just really sit down and reflect on the life I had and be happy with it. To be fair, I'll say this, I can't speak for you, but if I died tomorrow, I lived a good life.
Yes.
I honestly did. Like all my accomplishments for the most part that I got.
My way.
I did everything I ever sought out to do, and I'm very proud of myself.
Everything? Or everything that you've done is something that you've wanted to do? You haven't done everything you've
No, I've done everything. Everything I've wanted.
Okay.
I wanted to meet someone. I got married. I'm happy. I got away from my family. I proved my worth when I was around a family of fucking scavenging fucking failures. And it's like I was able to move up in my job and be proud of my accomplishments. It's like I've bought and gotten anything I've ever wanted. I feel like I've lived a good life. If I die tomorrow, I could walk, and not a lot of people can say that. A lot, and that's where I feel like why I don't think I'm a depressed person, because in the end, it's like if you lived a fulfilling, happy life, and I'm only in my mid-30s, and I feel this way, so I'm genuinely happy. What about you, man? What about you, man?
What? I'm fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm trying to move this along because I know this clip is about to end. This clip's about to end, so that's officially almost an hour.
This could be a 3-hour video.
Yeah, we were gonna do a quick one and ask fucking 1,000 questions.
Hey, this is Seno Kaiba. Listen, Kisame and Spidey, I just want to tell you something. You're both third-rate duelists with fourth-rate decks. Oh, and I play my Blue Eyes White Dinosaur.